Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. And tonight it'll be the Phoenix Mercury going up against the Las Vegas Aces. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. And the excitement of a new WNBA season really hasn't worn off yet.
Well, you think, training camp happened, preseason happened. So these teams, they're still getting up to full speed. Some are clicking, others are still fine-tuning, but it's very exciting either way.
Well, soon enough, everyone will be rolling, and then the competition starts to get real fierce.
And so off the tip, it's Phoenix. Taurasi with it. Poked away. To the middle. Clock at 6. The 3. Wilson pulls it down. Here's Las Vegas. And here's George. Robinson grabs the miss.
Yeah, just like me. I can't believe that layup didn't fall. I don't think she can either.
Copper. Brown with the screen. And Copper, good for 3.
Well, Copper can sometimes be a selective three-point shooter, so she must have been feeling that look.
Now here's Swish. Robinson covering. Here's George. Still looking for her first make after that miss. 0 for 2. Pass to Taurasi. Copper. For 3. Taurasi's shot is off.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot. Great job spotting her teammate near the bucket and firing the pass in there.
Copper outside. Arpetias with it. Now guarded by Copper. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball.
Yeah, she read how that shot was going to come off the rim perfectly. And that can make up for any height disadvantage.
And this is her first trip to the line tonight. And the Mercury with possession. Here's Copper. She can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Jackie Young. And for the #1 pick in the 2015 WNBA draft, it's safe to say that Jewel Lloyd has lived up to the hype.
Lloyd has been a steady, reliable scorer ever since she was selected with the top pick. Now in her 30s, she continues to be a key cog in this team's offense.
Now here's Copper. From outside the arc, the Mercury with another miss. Now the Aces with it. Now here's Swift. Not a lot of room, and the layup falls.
So talented. She can make plays like that in her sleep, guys.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Arpetias outside. Pass to Lloyd. The 3. Brown grabs the board. The Mercury trail. Taurasi outside. Shot clock at 6. The 3 is up. Good on the triple.
Follow Taurasi. Double team her, trap her, anything. You can't let her score off the pick and roll.
Here's George. It's rebounded by Phoenix.
Yeah, she's been off her game this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go down.
Thomas a screen. Kalia Copper for 3. And Parker comes up with the rebound.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
Takes the 13-footer, and the shot no good, a bit short. Diana Taurasi on the wing. She's guarded by Wilson. The Aces trailing. Here's George. It's hauled in by Taurasi. Copper outside. Taurasi outside. Hits it from three-point range.
With a beautiful outside stroke, Taurasi strikes fear in the eyes of her opponents.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
George can't hit. Thomas outside. Pass to Brown. Thomas. And here is Robinson. She's guarded by Swish. For three, Diana Taurasi. And again, Phoenix with the triple.
Wow, she has come into this game with her long-range game looking great. She could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Mercury up by 7. And back in a moment as we'll get under. Mercury making a change here. Here's George. Shoots from the elbow. Count it. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Deladon outside. Back to Taurasi. Takes the three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Last 5 makes, all 5 from long range.
And the defense hasn't pressed up to deny it. They're hanging back, and they're getting picked apart.
Pressure the ball, pressure something.
Shot's good by George.
How can you stop that? With a crossover that quick, a defender has to be almost superhuman to stay in front of him.
Here's Mack. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Robinson, no good. Here's Las Vegas. A 4-point game.
One of the best free agent signings of late, Chelsea Gray going to Las Vegas.
I mean, you talk about a game changer. The Aces have been the #1 seed in each of her first 3 years in Sin City, winning 2 titles over that span. Gray's been a huge part of the success in Las Vegas.
Into Deladon for 3. Kept alive. Here's Sabali. Here's Taurasi. And at last, they get one to fall.
When they've gone to her, she's come through. Keep getting her touches.
Here's George. Gets that one to drop. That's one of her 5 shots she's made while missing 7 others.
That's where you like your shots to come from.
Robinson with the ball. Gray picks her up. 3, Diana Taurasi. Stokes with the rebound.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Pass to Taurasi. To the paint. Here's Mack. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Swish. Robinson covering. Satu Sabali with the block.
Nice defensive instincts from Satu Sabali, using her height and length to come away with blocks.
Copper outside. Back to Taurasi. Drills it from outside.
This is an absolute monster performance from her. She is just torching them from behind the arc.
Timeout called the Aces. And just over 3.5 minutes played in this second quarter. Pass to George. And a shot goes down.
Wow. I mean, come on. That's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, it's just nowhere to be found.
They have to start committing more bodies down low.
Up top, Thomas. She's guarded by Wilson. And here's Copper. The rebound by Gray.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
Here's Young. It's rebounded by Phoenix. Deladon outside. Copper outside. Offline with the three.
It's been that kind of a game for her, but look, the team is still winning, so keep your head up and just try to move on and be better from this.
Here's George. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even.
And she's having a quarter, converting at a high percentage.
Copper outside. Feet out. Doesn't go for her. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going.
23.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half to get underway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Taurasi.
And those threes have been dropping for her. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, this could not have been a more productive day for her from long range.
And it's been a back-and-forth game with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter getting started here. Now here's Swift. She's guarded closely. And it's the Mercury with the ball. And Swish gets the whistle that time. That'll be her second foul of the game. Rossi right side. Back to Copper. Takes the three. Wilson pulls it down. And guys, for Asia Wilson, she's always a factor night in and night out.
Well, when you're a multiple-time MVP, us and the fans expect that. There's no doubt she's cemented herself as one of the best players of this generation.
Pass to Brown. Up top, Thomas. To Rossi. She's guarded by Wilson. Just 5 to shoot. A kick out to Copper. Basket is good. The assist from Danielle Robinson.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive, but the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown tonight.
Timeout called the Aces. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Now here's Swift. Robinson covering. George can't hit.
Not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Now Thomas. She's been patient so far, and nothing yet on the scoreboard. Thomas a screen. For 3, Diana Taurasi. Brown. Great positioning on the putback.
Talk about playing with intensity. On the offensive glass, Brown is a matchup nightmare.
Now here's Swift. She's guarded closely, so she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
First team foul.
With the offense getting right to the rim, at least they save the layup.
That's some old school defense. Just telling them no easy layups. As simple as that, and I like to see it.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so she hits them both. Phoenix in the lead. Copper outside. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Asia Wilson. Now here's Swish. Robinson covering. Now here's Swish. She's got 17. She can't get that one. Pass to Robinson. To the inside. To Rossi. And good. Coming off the assist by Danielle Robinson.
Well, there she is again, leading by example. Now, Taurasi might not demand the ball, but they're calling her number, and she's delivered time and time again.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Diana Taurasi on the wing. The three-pointer off the mark. Las Vegas trailing. Here's George. Here's Young. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points.
Just a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. It's Young with the board and the bucket.
Robinson with the ball. Argentius is there. Outside Robinson. Copper. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Jewel Lloyd.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whips on an open jumper.
Here's George. And she banks in the layup. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now a timeout called by Phoenix. Both teams deciding to change. And here are the aces now. She was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And the first one drops. 2 shots. So she gets them both. And so here's Phoenix. They trail by 1. Up top, Whitcomb. She's guarded by Swish. Inside. Down low. Tries yet again. Whitcomb. That's good.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
Here's George. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Sammy Whitcomb.
Third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Mercury, Elena Delandon. 1 shot.
And Tim, you talk about never giving up. Sammy Whitcomb graduated college in 2010. Didn't make her W debut until 2017. That's perseverance.
Yeah, a 28-year-old rookie. Sammy never gave up on that dream of playing in the league. In college, you think about, her three-point shooting was good. It was 33%. In the W, that number is about 37, 38%. And that improvement is why she has a spot here in the league.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
Kalia Copper is the kind of versatile player a team can really count on. She's always there and ready to deliver, especially when it comes to points.
Fourth quarter, still young. Just over a minute played. Here's George. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Second personal foul.
And it's going to be on Sammy Whitcomb.
The first free throw is good.
Of course, she didn't have an attempt there in the first half, and she's hoping to be a little bit more active and draw some fouls here in the second half.
And here the Mercury. They lead by 1. Stolen by Swish. Gray buries the long-range jumper.
What focus from Gray. A point guard by trade and maybe in the scorebook. She can also score without the basketball.
Up top, Whitcomb. She's guarded by Swish. Whitcomb with it.
Basket good.
And she's showing signs of life now after going scoreless through halftime.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's George. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Blew the easy two by trying to show off. Poor decision, poor execution.
Copper outside. Mack. Copper with the screen. On the wing, Sammy Whitcomb.
5 on the clock. Pulls up. Stokes with the rebound. Now the Aces with it. Pass to George. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Misses the three.
Switching baskets must have really thrown her off because she can't get anything to fall this half.
Copper outside.
Shoots over Swish. Second shot opportunity. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two.
You know, despite playing lots of time at the three, Copper is inside a lot. And it just kind of makes her a different type of matchup. Even with the miss, she got the big one there to put them in front.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now here's Swish. Whitcomb defending.
George can't hit.
Just stay close to her. I mean, really, that's all the defender had to do there.
Copper up top.
Guarded by Young.
Back to Copper.
From downtown. The basket good off the assist from Diana Taurasi.
What a big-time play. Copper should get some gold for that one. Showing some poise and draining the important shot.
If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And the shot goes in.
You know, she's been their top scorer today, but it hasn't come easy. She hasn't shot the ball well. You know, she's going to have to be more efficient if they're going to win.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Persistence pays off for Copper inside. Getting past the contact and right to a look.
Here's George. Count it. Good. And it's the Mercury with the ball. The lead is 2. Here's Copper. Good on the bucket.
Are you kidding me? Copper is shredding defenders with her handles.
Wilson, left side. Outside, Young. Pass to Lloyd. Here's George. Launches it. Sinks it. And that shot brings them within just 1.
She might not be the top sharpshooter in this league, but that's not a shot that D can afford to give to her.
Copper outside.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's George. To take the lead. Robinson grabs the miss. And Swish gets the whistle that time. That'll be foul number 5 for her. Here's Thomas. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one. And that will put them up 2. So she gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Parker Tyus outside. Pass to George.
Now here is Lloyd. Shot clock at 5. Off target from downtown. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
You know, they had to foul to stop that clock. That's really the enemy in this situation.
Yeah, and who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range.
Maybe knocked down a 3 or 2, who knows?
And no luck that time either. And so it's Phoenix who scrape by with the win. And they break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
This is a